Hi guys. Okay, today we are going to make our Christmas picture. So it should be something you could do all in one class. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with our paper. Okay, we're going to put it in a landscape. Not portrait, but landscape. But what I want you to do is make sure that your name that's in the corner is on the back of your paper. You don't want to be able to see that from the front. Okay, so we are actually going to draw a trapezoid. But we're going to draw it in a little bit of a different way. And we're going to make a picture of baby Jesus, okay? But this is gonna be baby Jesus in his manger. So your first step is you're gonna come in your paper, not about halfway, but a little bit lower than halfway, and you're gonna make a straight line in your picture, okay? Notice that it takes up a pretty good amount of my paper. I don't want a little bitty manger and a little bitty baby Jesus. I want this to be a very big picture, okay? Then we're gonna make our trapezoids. So trapezoids, they're like a rectangle with the sides slanted in. So you're gonna take this and you're gonna draw it in at an angle, and then you're gonna draw it in at an angle, okay? And then the top of our trapezoid is there. So step one, you're gonna draw a trapezoid at the bottom of your paper. Then we're gonna come over here, we're gonna draw baby Jesus's head, like that, okay? And we're only gonna do part of a circle because he's laying in the manger, so the rest of his head would be down here. Once you've done that, then we're gonna draw baby Jesus's body. So we're gonna draw kind of an oval down there, okay? And then what we're gonna do is at the very top, we're gonna draw a T, and then we're gonna draw an X over the top of our T, like that, okay? So you are done with your pencil at this point, and now you're gonna take your Sharpie and you're gonna trace over all of your pencil line in Sharpie. Oh, my Sharpie is trying to die. If your Sharpie dies, remember, you just throw it away and go get a new one. Okay, then don't forget your star. We're gonna go over it in Sharpie also. Okay, so then now you're ready to get oil pastels. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a brown, kind of a yellow, and an orange. Do you see those? They're kind of dirty. Don't worry about the dirty because it's hay. Hay's kind of dirty. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make lines that are curving over the edge of the manger because we have hay that is falling over the edges because we want that bed nice and soft for baby Jesus. So I have to peel mine a little bit. That's okay. Just don't peel the whole thing, but also don't take your trash and throw it back in the bucket. We need to put it in the trash can. Okay, so you're gonna come over here and you're gonna make little curves like this until you hit the middle, and then you're gonna make a straight line. Then you're gonna curve the other direction, like this, okay? Then get your orange. And you're gonna come in here and you're gonna do the same thing. Then you're gonna get your yellow, and you're gonna come in and kind of go over the top of all of it. Oil pastels are really good about blending in together, but we don't want to have a bunch of space showing between our hay. We want it to be nice and mixed up. Okay, so I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to add a little bit more brown over the top. But remember, little individual lines, we don't want to color it solid. I'm going to take my yellow, come back in here, add a few extras. Okay. All right. Then you can color baby Jesus whatever skin tone you want. Some kids did kind of this color. Some kids did more of a peach color. Some kids did more of a brown color. It is really up to you what color you want to make baby Jesus. I mean, it needs to be a skin tone, but I don't care which skin tone, okay? So let's color baby Jesus's head. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave his blanket. We're gonna leave his blanket white. But I'm gonna mix baby Jesus's skin tones a little bit because I like a different color. I'm gonna put a little bit of this yellow in there. So I'm gonna color over the top of that. Then I'm gonna take my finger, I'm gonna just blend it in. Okay. Then, so baby Jesus's blanket gets left white, and then you can color whatever color you want down here for the manger. The only thing you can't do is don't color it blue, because we're gonna paint the whole outside blue, so you can pick any other color. I don't care what color his manger is. I don't think that I should tell you what color to make it. I think it's up to you. If you wanna make it purple, make it purple. If you wanna make it black, you can make it black. It's up to you. So then you're gonna use your oil pastel, and you're gonna color this in. But see how you can see the white through there? I want you to go over it nice and dark. Okay, I'm gonna do this so it makes it look like there's a little bit of texture from my hay, making some little spiky points. So make it nice and dark. And then here's the really cool thing about oil pastels. If you take your finger and rub it over the top, they smudge together and they'll cover up all of that white space. If it's not smudging, then that means you don't have enough oil pastel down. So then you need to go back in and put more color down so that it looks nice and solid. We do not want it to look like this. We want it to look like this. So make sure you cover it all, okay, so that there's not really any white showing. Then, when you're at this point, we're done with the oil pastels. We're gonna put those away. Then we're gonna use this really pretty blue watercolor. Now, we leave it in the tins because if we put our paintbrush in here like this and it's not in the tin, it'll dump the cup of paint and you'll have paint everywhere. And we don't want that to happen. So you're gonna take your paintbrush and you're gonna paint all over the background. Remember, we dip, swipe, paint it just right. We don't want to have a bunch. If we have a bunch of puddled up paint like that, we want to spread it around. Take your paintbrush and spread it around, okay? And then you're going to come back in here. When you get to baby Jesus, you'll have to be really careful because we want to try to leave his blanket as white as we can be. So take your paintbrush and you'll just go right up next to baby Jesus's line. And then you're good. You can go ahead and finish painting just like that, okay? And I want you to make sure that you don't miss any of the white spots other than the blanket. The blanket will be white, but everything else should have some kind of color on it, whether it be oil pastel or paint. Okay, and then when you're done painting the whole background, I would like for you to go put it on the drying rack. Mrs. Fryrear will tell you where to put it because what we do is we keep them all together by class so that we keep everybody's pictures together and nobody gets lost or confused or mixed up in another class. Oh, there's a little like fuzzy right there. I'll clean that later. Now, Mrs. Fryrear has been told that you guys are super good about cleaning up your own spots. So that's what I want you guys to make sure you do, is that you paint like you're normally doing, and then you go and you wash your table up really, really nice so that she knows how awesome of cleaners you guys are, because you are such good guys when it comes to cleaning. Wash and dry. Then if there's extra time, which I'm not super sure there will be, then what you'll do is if there's extra time, you can use one of the early finishers buckets to play in, or you can free draw. Either one is great. I do not mind. Oops, I still got some white spots. Got to get those covered. Okay, now my white spots are all covered. I'm going to take my paintbrush, put it in the dirty brushes cup, put this to dry, and clean at my table. All right, guys, hope it works well.